Good morning. We're going to be talking about articulations. So, along with notes, rest, dynamic slurs, and ties, music is filled with many other symbols to tell a performer how to perform the notes. These are some symbols that you'll probably encounter in a lot of your music. Number one, we have staccato. It is like a little dot, like a little period, and a dot above or below a note tells you to sing it short and detached. The second one is accent. It looks like a little like crocodile kind of, and an accent is you sing notes with accents above or below them louder than the surrounding notes. So this note would be louder than this note, and like this note would be louder than this note. And the next one is forzando, and the little symbol is SFC. And this is a sudden accent that is stronger than the one above. It means with force or emphasis. Number four, we have tenuto. It's this little like dash, and the tenuto like means held, and the tenuto mark means to hold a note for its full value. It is a stress that tells you to lean into a note. So you would lean into this note a little bit more than you would like and singing any other normal note. And the last one we have is fermata. It's this little half circle with a little dot in the middle, and it means to hold the note longer than its full value. In choral music, you would normally watch your conductor. They will show you the length of the note with the fermata that is written on your sheet music.
Hello, we are going to talk about 8.2, which is dotted quarter notes, and it is the second part of the 8 study guide. So, it says here, when you add a dot after a note, it increases the value of the note by half. Therefore, a half note, 2 beats, and a dot, half of 2, 1, equals 3 beats. A quarter note, for instance, would be 1 beat, and a dot, which is half of 1, half, would equal 1.5 beats. A dotted quarter note gets 1.5 beats and is equal to 3/8 notes. So the top here would be 1 and, 2 and, 3 and, 4 and. So this keeps an and because it is an 8 note. So on this it would be 1 and, 2 and, 3 and, 4. 1 and, 2 and, 3 and, 4 and. And then this would be 1 and, 2 and, 3 and, 4 and, because that is a 2. So the pluses in some instances don't really need it, but I think it's best for it. So let's do 2. So tell me what the first measure of the 4 is. If you don't know it, it's all right. So it's 3 out of 4 beats on every measure. So 1 and, 2 and, 3 and. Measure 2, do you know that? It is 1 and, rest is a 2, and 3 is a rest, and that's the second one. The third one would be 1 and, 2 and, 3 and then so on and so forth. 1 and, 2 and, 3 and. Number 3 is just the same. It's 1 and, 2 and, 3 and, 4 and. And then the second measure of it, remember it's 4 beats out of 4. So tell me, how do you say this one? It is rest, 8th note, rest, 8th note, rest, rest, 8th note. So it'd be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that is the full one. So if you got that, congratulations. So this one right here, could you tell me again, this is a review of what we just did. What is this equal to? A quarter note and a dot. It would be 1.5 beats. And that is also equal to what? 3/8 notes. So let's do this. It is 1 and, 2 and, 3 and, 4 and then it would be 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. This would be a rest, so on rests I usually put parentheses. So whatever you put on those, it will be a parenthesis if you want to make it easier for yourself. And then we have we have part 4, which is also 4 measures, and it's 2 beats of 4. So in this, there would only be 2 beats in every one. So if you get something over that, that is wrong. But let's do this for yourself. Try this out for yourself. And tell me what this is and what this is equaling to in this. And I will go over to 1 and 2 and. And then this would be 1 and 2 and. This would be 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and. Remember, when we have this is already going for this, so it's a rest of an 8. So it would be easier for you to understand that if you remember that when they are together, you don't need to do 1 and in one box or one sitting. So it's 1 and 2 and. And this would be 1 and by itself because it is a half. So remember, the plus signs in this would equal half for each one. So that's why for number 1, when we do this, it counts as 1 and 2 and, because these 2 plus signs equal halves. 1 and 2 and would be equal to that, and then 3 and. And then we have 4 and, because that's on its own. But you get the 3 and from the dot itself, because it gives you 2, and then that half note would equal it to 3. So that is about it. If you have any questions, I will give you answers if you need. But thank you. Have a really nice day.